Engineering is the building blocks of sustainability. We are Wheat Ridge STEM Gold from Wheat Ridge High School in USA. To me and my team, being part of Shelley Marathon is so important because high school is kind of this tornado of events. For us, this is a chance to come and do something that we love, learn how to build a car, learn how to break that car, and then learn how to fix it, to meet new people and to collaborate and mostly have a good time. Engineers are the people who are creating the future. They're creating new sustainable practices and they're leading sustainability. And there's so many ways to go about that. There's never just one way to solve a problem. And there's so much creativity. And I realized that's what I want to be doing. I want to be changing the world in that way. I care about sustainability because we live on this planet. We have one Earth. We have such a beautiful, rich culture here. I think that's something that's worth preserving. I think human life is inherently good and worth saving. But a lot of times that can feel like a job or responsibility. And a lot of times, especially my generation, kind of gets told, look, you get to fix this, it's your job now, good luck. And we kind of get pushed into the deep end of it. And it creates this, I want to help, but do I want to help because I enjoy this? Or do I want to help because I feel morally obligated to? Because this is something I've been told I have to do because I want to be a good person. So to be a good person, do I have to be helping the planet? Because if so, that's what I'm gonna do. I think energy efficient cars are gonna completely change how we think about transportation. The more energy efficient a car is, the more able we are to go on trips and see people more. Energy efficient cars will, at least once we get far enough down the line, they will be cheaper, which will give access to more people. It'll help connect the world more, but most importantly, it'll connect individuals. It'll connect ideas, it'll connect stories. And the more that we can bring people together, I think the better society is, the happier people are. I feel actually really optimistic about our future. Looking into it can be really grim sometimes. The future's always undecided, but at least myself, with my want to go into sustainability, I trust myself and I trust the people that are wanting to do this. I think we're able to work together and solve these problems, and I'm excited to see us do so. Visit our playlist for more stories from Shelley Marathon.